had a coffee just before.
Coffee at this time of the night. Jeez. You
Yeah, I've just slowly converted.
That's right. You on the satchels? You on the satchels? What are you drinking these days?
Nah, in the pod, little Nescafe, little.
There's a little Nescafe, man.
Did you know if you go into their shop, they make you a free one? You can try it.
Can you just stay in there for like an hour and just try like 25 different ones? Or do they have like a limit on you? They're like, right, are you taking the piss now?
I'm not sure because we tried 2, like 1 each.
Yeah.
And then they were offering us to try more.
So just go in there every day and get your daily fix coffee shots.
Oh, maybe this one.
She's like, wasn't sure on that one. I'm not going to buy this one.
Yeah, I'll come back tomorrow. Just let me think on it.
Yeah, let me have a look at some different pods. But speaking of pod, Drewy, introduce it, mate.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the All Sports podcast with the 3 average golfers. Lots happened this week, a lot to cover. So thanks for joining us. But I think we should start off with a recap of the weekend's action from golf. So we played around. We played a bit of a scramble at Goonawarra. Yes. So yeah, wasn't a bad day. It was a perfect day actually for golf. Beautiful. The front 9 was a bit rough, but then we really hit our straps and put together a decent score on that back 9.
Caught absolute fire. We did on the back 9 by a special guest. Started off with a special guest for the round.
I think it might have been Dave's red hair that started fire.
Didn't ever on the 10th.
Yeah. Shout out to Dave for coming out and playing with us.
Yes. We'll do again soon as well. Absolutely.
Yeah, but what did we ended up shooting? Was it 2 under or 3 under?
I was 3 under on the back.
3 under on the back, and then all up it was 2 under through the 18 because we shot 1 over.
Yeah.
Very
it's only good as a scramble on the back 9. Since we are all back 9 golfers.
Aren't we ever?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
No, it was. I don't think you could have picked a better day. There wasn't a lot of wind. 18 degrees. Course was in good condition too. It was in good nick.
But, although it just could have been a bit of an earlier round because it sort of turned into an interesting day by the end of the
round. Yeah, mine started to sway away from golf from time to time.
Oh yeah.
We did quite well actually. Stick it together, keep it together because those last 3 holes, and those last 3 holes,
even just to film it all, I think was a good effort.
Yeah. Well, that will come out fairly soon. You guys will get to see that the shenanigans that sort of unfolded towards the back end of that round.
Yes,
all sorts happening.
Yep. Keep an eye out for that.
Yes. What was happening in the professional golf, Nicholas? You're the
Yeah, I'm all over it. I'm deep. I'm deep in the FedEx playoffs at the minute. Another really, really awesome weekend of golf at the BMW Championships. Victor Hovland come out on top. Shot 19 under through the 4 rounds and shot 9 under on Sunday. Shot 61 course record and won by 2 strokes over Scotty Scheffler and Matty Fitzpatrick.
61 is disgusting,
isn't it? And he had a bogey in there, so as well. Like he had a bogey in there as well. I was watching, and he was the only one that just had the confidence to just shoot at flag sticks. Like he was just pin seeking, and it just felt like every single time he hit the ball, it was like birdie chance, and and they were. He converted nearly all of them, and come out on top. Poor old Maxi Homa, little fun fact. I think he'd have to go close to the quickest ever loss of a course record. So he actually shot the course record on Friday and shot 62. So he held the record for exactly 2 days. And
you're not thinking many people shooting lower than 62.
Not there, not at Olympic Field, not there. That is a tough golf course.
I reckon I've got near 62 once, and then I started the back 9 after that.
Yep. Oh. Still now. Still doing it now. Couldn't agree more. We didn't have a lot to cheer for with the Aussies, unfortunately. Cam Davis finished 40th at 3 over, and he's now eliminated, so he will miss the Tour Championship, the final 30. He didn't make it in. But still, I think it's his second year on tour. It's pretty good. Like he's
not bad for his second
It's not too
year.
bad. Jason Day also didn't have a great tournament. He shot 7 over. Finished 45th, tied 45th. But with that win, as I said last week, pretty much guaranteed him a spot into the Tour Championship anyway. So he will start at 1 under. So if for anyone who's not exactly familiar with how the Tour Championship works, it's basically a handicapped system. So they'll play throughout the whole year with all the points that they make. And then, whoever's on top at the end, come Tour Championship day, starts at 10 under. So Scotty Scheffler is currently first. So he will start at 10 under.
Andy.
And then I think it is Victor Hovland who ended up coming into second. So he will start at 8 under. Rory McIlroy third at 7 under. Jon Rahm fourth at 6 under. And Lucas Glover, the man we spoke of last week that went back to back. He still didn't play too badly again on the weekend. Finished mid-pack. He'll start 5 under. So then how it works is there's 5 people that start at 4 under, 5 people that start at 3 under, 5 people that start at 2 under, 1 under, even par. So basically, if you scrape in, you start off 10 shots behind the leader.
That is rough.
It is.
And a long way back.
Yeah, a long way back.
Certainly a good bit of reward for what you've done.
All these boys who have made it to a championship, like with all their sponsorships and all of that, like they're making squillions, like just for even being there, like they'll make absolute squillions. So
disgusting amounts.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But good luck to hopefully fingers crossed Jason Day can do something, pull off some kind of miracle, or even if he can find a way to get into the top 10, that'd be nuts, I reckon.
Sure.
We'll be cheering him on, and I'll be definitely tuning in and watching rather vigorously. But
where's that being held?
East Lake. So it gets held at East Lake every year. So I'm pretty sure. I'm going to double check that because I don't want to look stupid. Yes, East Lake. I went out on a limb, but I was 95% sure.
Loaded question. Nice little shit.
But yes, at East Lake. And East Lake is tough. It is a tough golf course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
you want it to be if they're starting that far up, but
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. But that is golf for this week. And we'll update you next week with a winner. Oh, actually, here we go. Who do you think is going to win? Give us a prediction. Who's coming out on top?
Scheffler.
Scotty Scheffler. All right, we got a
Scheffler.
What about you, Drewy?
Actually, scratch that. Mr. McIlroy.
Oh yeah, that's he's trending in the right direction. I like that one.
Does he am I right in saying that he normally somewhat chokes in these?
Yes.
Not chokes, but someone always plays crazy.
Yeah.
And beats him.
He doesn't make putts on the final day. It has become pretty regular that come Sunday, he's the best ball striker out there, but seems to run balls past edges. So I'm
going to go him. I'm going to say he's going to do it.
We did win last year, so he is defending champ as well.
So, good pick, Jacob. Good pick.
Yeah, good pick. What about you, Drewy boy?
I think I'll take Cobbsy's previous pick. I'll go Scheffler.
Oh, you're taking Scotty Scheffler.
What a bastard.
I'm going to go a little bit outside the box. And I am going to go Max Homa.
Oh, Homa.
Yeah, Max Homa. He starts 4 under, 6 back. But if he gets hot, all it takes is him to get hot in the first round. And then a couple of the leaders not to. And then it's even. Like, it's fair game. And I really, really like him. I want him to win.
Yeah, take the jacket off and away he goes.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly right. But we'll see how it goes.
Am I right in saying, I don't know if anyone watched Live Golf, that Cam Smith just won?
Yes, he won last week.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, he won. I think they won the team tournament. I don't know a lot about the Live.
I'm just having a quick look now. The result that I've found is he was 12 under, and the next closest was 5 under.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Yeah.
That is
Comfortably got it done.
Yeah.
Cameron Smith is in top 3. Cameron Smith is, my opinion, it's Scotty Scheffler, John Rahm, or top 4. Scotty Scheffler, John Rahm, Rory McIlroy, and Cam Smith. They're the 4 best golfers on the planet.
Yeah.
Like every tournament, so he played in the 4 majors and like was up there in all 4.
Mm.
And had been barely playing golf and like just rocked up, did his thing.
Yeah.
But
he's a freak. I just did have a look at the team standings, like, because you said they won. They were 20 under, Ripper GC.
Yeah.
And the next closest was 9 under.
That's pretty comprehensive.
Pretty convincing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's got Mark Leishman in it. Leishman and Jed Morgan, who's a young.
And Jones, whoever Jones.
Matt Jones. Yeah, I've heard he's won a couple of times on the US tour.
Yeah.
Very, very fast player. Walks up the ball and hits it almost instantly.
Love that.
Yeah. Nah, it's good. It is good.
I like to see.
Yeah,
I think that's golf.
That's golf.
All right, boys, let's talk some AFL football. And
Let's do
luckily,
it.
I've come prepared for it this week.
Oh, yeah. What
Let's
is that
just-
on your head?
Oh, no.
That would be my Richmond hat, buddy.
Oh,
I'm
my
ready.
God.
Let's
Ready for
begin.
what? More disappointment.
Way now.
Did you shed a tear this week, Drew?
Oh, I was pretty close.
Oh, I bet you.
I
were.
mean, you look at it, 2 legends of the club. I believe Trent Cotchin is the only 3-time premiership captain of the Richmond Football Club. So kind of a big deal.
Hmm.
That's I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure he's the only one.
Like
Jack
in
Riewoldt.
the AFL, or is he
for Richmond?
for Richmond? I was gonna-
Just for Richmond.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Right.
And yeah, Jack Riewoldt, third on the Richmond goal kicking list all time. Second most games played. So a couple of legends of the club. But
Yes,
let's not jump ahead.
We will get onto that game.
Sure.
First-
Yeah. I'm
might
biting
get
my
into
tongue. I'm biting my tongue. with the old Richmond.
First, we
Trying
might
really
get into we might get into the tips first from last week. I managed to pick myself 7.
Lovely
7
work.
from 9.
Not bad.
Yeah, and then following me was Nicholas was 6.
Should have been
And,
7. But we'll get into that later. We'll get into that later. Should have been 7.
And the young fella, Drewy, who's it's actually his birthday today, so everyone wish him a
Happy birthday, Drewy.
He got away with 5.
Yeah, it wasn't my week.
Bit of
Few
a
bold
rough week.
tips.
I was going to say, you made some bold calls.
Bold tips gone wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I think everyone got obviously the Bulldogs wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Myself and Drew got Geelong St Kilda wrong.
Yep, made the
And
call.
then that's all I got wrong, which was exciting. And Drew also got Brisbane and Collingwood wrong.
Yeah, I thought Collingwood were due. Thought they were due to turn the ship around.
Yeah,
And I called Fremantle to beat Port Adelaide.
Big call.
I can't remember what I
Yeah.
based that off, but
Big call.
maybe
We'll check the tapes.
yeah, we'll check the tapes.
And then Nick, you got the Melbourne Hawthorn one wrong, but that's just a bit of loyalty.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, we
And-
put in a good fight.
Yeah. And then Sydney Adelaide, which we'll get into.
Robbed.
Yeah. but I think that sums up the tip. So we might get into the first game. which was first versus second.
Big game.
Big clash.
Pretty exciting for this time of year. Actually,
Big game.
Sign of what's to come. But
High scoring game.
Very high scoring. It's not often you see
Yeah.
two teams over 100 these days.
No, it's rare.
Brizzy are never known for their defense, are they? Though really, they've
No.
always been. We're going to just try and outscore whoever we're playing against. Full gun.
Yes, and outscore they did. 124 to 100 points. So yeah, like you said, Drew, very high scoring. But I saw a few things from this game, especially the young Brisbane player getting his shirt ripped off.
Oh yeah, yeah. He picked up like 8,000 followers on Instagram after that. Fun little fact.
Yeah. Devin Robinson.
That's him.
Never heard of him before. But yeah, apparently his Instagram went through the roof.
Got a rig.
Oh yeah,
Man's got a rig.
Absolute rig on him. Yeah, I don't think he's putting a shirt on anytime soon. The big fella.
Well, would you?
But I didn't watch too much of this game, but from what I heard from a guy from work, it was pretty hotly contested. I think Brisbane did let Collingwood back into the game a little bit, but when you're up by that much, I guess you sort of just chill out a little bit. The highest goal scorers, there was 4 from Charlie Cameron.
Solid.
Which is quite scary to see him in form coming into this time of year. Very hard to stop.
Didn't he ever?
And then Mr. Reliable for Collingwood this year, actually, Jamie Elliott kicked 3.
He's back.
He's had a bit of a breakout year, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, he did this. I reckon 4 years ago. I reckon.
Yeah.
And he was and then he got all those injuries. He had all those injuries, and then finally getting back into some form. And
which is good to see. I quite like watching him play.
Yeah,
I like how he goes about it. Just has a crack at everything, and even if he's the smallest bloke run into the pack, he still tries to fly for it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Scotty Pendlebury winding back the clock and 31 touches for Collingwood, highest disposal getter.
He's incredible.
Yeah, and then Lockie Neal from Brisbane just does it every week, doesn't he?
Lockie Neal doing Lockie Neal things.
Yeah, and then Tom Mitchell actually had 31 as well. So there's 3 people who got 31 touches.
He had 5 kicks.
5 kicks? Oh, he did have 5.
He had 5 kicks.
26 handballs. That is crazy.
Facilitator.
So just for the difference of that, Pendlebury had 517 metres gained and Mitchell had 252.
Yeah.
It was the same touches.
Yeah.
But it's good to see Brisbane flying. I quite like Brisbane.
Yes. No, Brisbane are probably them and Port Adelaide. Either of those two, I'd be pretty happy to see win the flag.
Yeah.
So,
or the Blues.
Up the baggers.
I don't think I could deal with the backlash. Not the backlash, but I couldn't deal with like the pandemonium of the next 2 or 3 days after the fact.
Yeah. What was interesting is this game was obviously played at Marvel. There was only 38,000 there.
When does Marvel fit?
56 odd, I think.
Okay.
I'll do a quick little live Google for you there, mate. 53.
Yeah. Right, okay. So a bit of room left.
Yeah, plenty of room.
For
a top table clash, you'd think you'd be packing it out.
You think you'd be a bit more, but I guess it is an interstate team, so.
And Collingwood was probably, it could get backlash for this, doing the old Richmond, we don't want to go to Marvel.
Yeah, true.
Too big of a trip. We don't want to go to Marvel.
And they're having a few little wobbles as well, so I think maybe people might have been staying away from that one.
I wonder how Damien Hardwick's going to feel now. He has to go from Gold Coast to bloody Marvel. I wonder how's he going to tolerate that?
Big trip.
Oh.
But I think that's enough of that game. We'll let the big fella have his moment and speak about his. I don't want to say that about his.
Look at him, here he is. He's all perked up.
Buckle up, boys. Buckle up. What a game. What a game to send out a couple of legends of the club. So the game didn't really hit too many highs.
What a game. What a game.
What a game, but it wasn't
quick, didn't
that
he?
good.
I think you remember they played North.
What? Anyway, what did catch my eye was a young man named Dustin Martin. What a
Gold
game
Coast
he
best
put
player
together.
next year.
Come on. No, we're not entertaining that. We're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
entertaining that talk.
Former Tiger.
Come on.
No,
Anyway,
I've got some news for you, actually.
No,
Just to interject,
no.
I do have some. I've got a little inside scoop for you. It's not Dustin Martin either. So I heard on the radio from, I think it was Sam Edmund, that Dion Prestia is entertaining the idea of going back
to Gold Coast.
Going back. He's entertaining. Now, then it's not a serious offer, they reckon, but there's been conversations within his camp that he is contemplating finishing his career back up. Now, not necessarily for Gold Coast or Brisbane. But yeah.
I reckon Hardwick could do a big raid of the Tigers.
Oh, couldn't he ever?
That'd be cheap.
Back to the game, mate. Back to the game.
Now you've absolutely crushed me. We'll get back to the game. We'll get back to the game. Yeah, Dusty put in a strong performance, and Shea Bolton as well. Jack Riewoldt, he got one goal. He probably could have had quite a few because Dusty was feeding him. The team ended up feeding him in the last quarter. He just couldn't. He had maybe 3-4 shots on goal in the last quarter. Couldn't convert any of them.
So probably a good time to hang up the boots.
Yeah, he's had enough.
Trent Cotchin, he had one shot at goal, didn't go through. That would have been the icing on the cake, but can't have it all. But also mention Jack Zeeble, his final game. He's been an absolute warrior for the North Melbourne Footy Club. So congratulations there.
At the front of the pubs, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, not as good. No.
Apparently they've caught 2 of them. So 2 of them handed themselves in. Apparently.
Can't be having that sort of shit.
Nah, just rubbish. Just rubbish. Rubbish coward.
Not even worth giving airtime.
No, it really isn't.
But what about North Melbourne players, Drew? Was there any good North Melbourne players, or was it just all Richmond?
Taryn Thomas, I believe. Let me just double check my memory here.
I think Nick Larkey's pretty stiff not getting a mention.
I'll
he kicked a few.
I might chuck in. Might also chuck in there, broken the all-time record for a rookie for most disposals in a year. Harry Sheasel did have 37 on the day.
And Larky also kicked 6.
We'll go with Taryn Thomas, sure. Yep,
maybe we'll give him a
good
bit of a
game. He did have a good game, but
kicked 2.
Just let me get my stats up here, boys. Let me just get my stats up.
Well, I'll give you a little stat on the crowd, Drew. Pretty poor performance from Richmond. There's only 59,000 there.
To be fair, they would have mostly been Richmond supporters.
Yeah, but to see off 2 legends, like you said.
Don't you have like 80,000 members?
Yeah, but we can't all go at once. We're all busy people.
You keep going on about this legends of the club. Get around your legends of the club.
He also had 25 disposals. So
is he BOT?
No. Get at him. No, I'd be giving it to Dusty.
Yeah,
he brought his own ball.
Fair enough.
He brought his own ball to the game. It was Dusty of old.
Can't wait till he takes his ball up to the Gold Coast.
Yep, same.
No.
Cannot wait.
There was actually a bit of a story from Dane Swan. He's invited everyone to Vegas for I believe his 40th.
I did see that. Yes,
he said hopefully Dusty can get time off to come over, and he said if his coach is Dimo, which it could be, I think it'll be easy to get the time off. So
not happening.
Oh, you're gonna be so crushed. I could just.
I'm not going to be crushed because it's not going to happen.
Right.
Not
Imagine
going to
if they
happen.
both go. Imagine if Prestia and Martin
Oh,
go.
come on, turn it
Both
up.
gone.
Turn
See
it
you later.
Next game, Gold Coast Suns. Not quite having the wheels to get over the top of Carlton, who are red hot form at the moment.
I don't know if you'd say that game is red hot.
No, what I will say is it showed a different side of Carlton that I hadn't seen before. They didn't roll over because I think it was as high as was it nearly 40 points or something? Close to 40 point lead
close to that.
They had, and then showed a bit of ticker, which is good to see, especially coming into finals. But you can't be giving teams a 7 goal head start.
No. But I think Drew, he did say last week that Gold Coast third quarters are normally their worst. So the back end of the game certainly let them down.
Exactly.
Yes. And they tend to fall away.
On the crowd for the Heritage Bank Stadium, it was 19,253, which is terrible.
What's the capacity?
Probably about 6.
I've been up there. It's an open-ish ground. It's all right.
I'll give you a little Google while you go through some things, mate.
No worries. Well, we had some leading possession getters where Sam Flanders had 36. Nick Newman, again, is just continuing on with this awesome run of form this year. Extremely underrated defender with 31. Tuk Miller had 29 and a goal, 8 tackles, getting back to his best form after he did do an ACL. I think it was. Was it an ACL? No, it wasn't an ACL. It was a medial. He did at the start of the year. Missed a lot of this year. Zach Fisher, 28 touches. That's massive from him. Massive.
Big from him.
And goal scorers, obviously, Charlie Curnow just keeps doing Charlie Curnow things. Kicked 5.
Did it at both ends, Charlie.
Oh, did he?
He did, he got thrown behind the ball.
Took a mark to seal the game.
Beautiful. Oh, geez, can do it all.
22,500 is the capacity for that. Yeah, 22,000 capacity.
Oh, so it was nearly full then.
Yeah, 3,000 off.
Terrible crowd.
Terrible.
But, they need to do something about that stadium.
Yeah, they do. They do. David Swallow, winding back the clock. He's an OG. He's a Gold Coast OG. He had 16 and 4 goals, 3. And then Carlton's small forwards, Jesse Motlop, Mitch Owies, and Jack Martin, all with 2 goals.
Motlop's been very good this year, I thought.
Yeah, he has. Yep, he had 17 touches as well on the weekend, which is massive for small forwards.
He got criticised a lot last year for not hunting the ball, not tackling, not enough pressure, which obviously you need from the small forwards. This year he's just been throwing his body at everything. I don't know if it's whether he's put on size or if he's just, I don't know what he's changed, but he's
bit of confidence maybe. Might have got backed from the coach. Like you keep showing us it, we'll keep picking you, type thing.
Yeah.
So
Carlton certainly just need to work on having the 2 big forwards.
Yeah, because Harry McLeod did nothing.
Yeah, he was back. I think he kicked 1, possibly.
I don't. But, he kicked 1 and had 10.
Well, we've seen what Charlie does when there's no Harry McKay there, so you're gonna have to certainly have a think about that.
No, the problem is
certainly a good problem to have.
You've signed him on such a long deal. You can't really offload. Yep. You'd have to pay out so much of his contract to go and offload him somewhere else. But he's a star. They're both stars. They'll make it.
I think you've got to move him up, sort of like Rewalt played Nick Rewalt.
High half. Yeah.
Because he's a good field kick.
And he's a good runner.
As soon as he's in front of the big sticks, he just, I don't know, turns the water. But hopefully he can fix that. Yeah,
exactly. Big preseason.
Yes.
Big preseason. Just do your job. Just forward, sit there and practice kicking goals. Like hit gym, hit strong, kick goals. Like don't join in on these outlet whatchamacallits. Just Does my head
kick
in.
nags.
Does my head in that forward cannot kick goals. It just, you're getting paid $800,000-$900,000 to miss it from 25 out on a 45 angle, and you're kicking it around the body, and you don't make the distance. It gets touched on the goal line.
Yeah.
Frustrating. So frustrating.
I saw a stat the other day. Now, don't quote me. I can't remember it exactly, but I think the most accurate kick in front of goal this year has been like 60%-ish.
Oof.
So just a bit better than half.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Half. So, yeah, no, you're spot on there.
Nuts. And you look at blokes like Tony Lockett and all that, their overall, like their full career percentage is like 75. Like, and they've kicked 1,300 goals. Like, it's
It's ridiculous. Speaking of ridiculous, the next game, which was the Giants versus Essendon. I'm not sure if Essendon knew the game was on. But
went to the wrong
that was
ground.
a terrible showing from them.
Yeah, I did watch this game. I don't know why, but the term witches' cones was thrown around quite a bit.
They might as well
There's
have
a bit of a
22 blokes out of the crowd, stuck Bombers Guernseys on them, and I reckon they would have given them as good a run, if not maybe better a run than what they did on the weekend. Like 6 weeks ago, we were talking about them being comfortably in the finals, and then they dish up, just pretenders. Unfortunately, they just, I don't know what it is, but like you cannot get pasted, like completely and utterly wiped the floor of. Like it was just never, ever even remotely a game of footy. Like it was a training drill. It was just a training drill. Like,
What was exciting is there was 10,000 people there to watch it. So a big turnout at Giant Stadium.
Big turnout.
But I'm just on the AFL website where they obviously give the goals and the best on the ground. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players in the GWS best, and only 4 have made it from Essendon.
Yeah, good. They shouldn't even. What 4 are you naming? Like,
they've named Parrish, Hind, McGrath, and Merritt. Who obviously.
So they went with the 4 leading disposal getters on the ground.
Yes. Yes.
Surely Jesse Hogan got top billing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. With a big performance of 9 goals, 1, which was obviously the most on ground. Which is quite nice. And then the highest goal scorers for Essendon was Kyle Langford kicking 2. So that's obviously a bad day out for the boys.
Yeah, not great.
But,
not great.
Yeah. Tom Green, 39 touches. He's had a pretty good year. Tom Green.
He's a beast. Absolute beast.
Yeah. And then Andrew McGrath, 32 touches, and there's not really much you can say about Essendon, really, is there?
You said before that Darcy Parish was named in the best, didn't you?
Yeah. Yep.
I just did some little bit of scanning because I was just, a little bit intrigued on like how anyone.
He was named their best.
Their best.
Their best by the AFL website.
All right, I'm going to give you some stats. So he had 25 disposals, 11 kicks, 14 handballs, 7 contestant disposals. He had 10 turnovers.
Oh, dear.
He had 25 disposals, and 10 of them he gave back to the opposition.
Oh, dear.
And he's your best on ground.
Oh, dear. That is no good.
Oh, that has actually staggered me.
Absolutely. Who is Essendon's coach at the moment?
Staggered me.
Brad Scott. Brad Scott.
Is he in any danger?
No.
No, it's only his first year. No, he'll be
what
fine.
He needs to do, though, is make hard calls. And the first hard call they did? They didn't get rid of Dyson Heppel. They've let him sign on for another.
Yeah, they just re-signed him, didn't they?
Yeah, they've just re-signed. Make some hard calls. Like your list is nowhere. You need to get rid of the old and like start again. You don't like Jake Stringer. I'm sorry, but you.
I was going to say,
his
is he
form
still,
in anyone else's
there?
team, you delist him.
Oh, he played. Oh,
yeah.
I think it's the sub.
Delist him. Like
you want to hope so because he had 35 AFL fantasy points.
Yeah,
I think they put him in late too. Like the game was well and truly over by the time they put him in. It was like 40 or 50 points in the negative. So
right. Well,
just in his defense,
Peter Wright had 5 touches.
Yeah, but that's that's a byproduct of your midfield though. Like he's your tallest number one forward out the square. So they just haven't got him the ball.
Yeah. I'll let you know who the subs were. The subs were Jake Stringer, replaced Matt Guelphy in the second quarter.
Yep. And Toby Green got subbed out.
Yeah. For Toby McMullen.
Yeah, they just put him on ice, I think. The game was over.
Yeah, good call.
Don't risk your start.
Don't risk him doing something stupid.
I don't know if Matt Guelphy was a injury or not, but he had 1 touch.
How do you run around and get 1 kick?
Yeah, well, it's
I feel like
not
you're
helpful
running
when
away
you've
from
got. You know, I'll do a little bit of counting for you. And someone just talk for a second and
do some counting. I feel like I'm being very harsh on Essendon. I've got a good mate of mine, Reese Boy, who is a Bomber supporter, but geez, it was just I don't know what positives. Looking at their list, I don't know what their positives are. Like,
I don't know. They got a lot of young blood there. A lot of young players that can play.
Yeah, but do they?
Who knows? But they had 11 players that had 10 touches or less.
Yeah. Okay.
That doesn't help.
Not when you've only got 22 blokes.
Jeez. Yeah, that's...
You'd want to see a big showing from them next week because you feel sorry for like people like Reese try and watch them every week. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you do. Like, and you put in that performance, it makes it...
But they're such a weird team. When they're good, they're really good and exciting to watch.
Yeah, they move the football quickly.
Yeah, like when you got Mason Redmond just dashing through the middle, just carving up teams.
I don't.
And then they come out and kick 5 goals and have 25 kicked on them.
Yeah.
Weird stuff.
Well, they don't. Like, really and truly, Zerk Thatcher is a average defender.
Yeah.
To be quite going through it, like he is. Zerk Thatcher, average. Jake Laverde, average. Jake Kelly, barely heard of him. Average.
Yeah.
Andy McGrath, a midfielder. Mason Redmond, a midfielder. Like, they haven't got anyone to stop the flow back there. Like, they don't have a big-bodied... Like, if you're getting towed up, by no offense to Jesse Hogan, but Jesse Hogan's best footy is well and truly behind him. Yeah. If you get towed up by Jesse Hogan getting 9 kicked on you, and that's the other problem. You don't have another option there to go, right, okay, this isn't working. They haven't got... They never changed it. They just...
Yeah, they just left it as is. And just
left it as is and hope for the best.
Did hear whispers they were interested in Ben Mackay.
They'd want to be interested in everyone.
They'd be desperate for Ben Mackay. But then you'd put up this and Ben Mackay looks at it and goes, what's different to... I mean, they're not compared to North, but you look at this result and you go, I've been getting 100-point drummings for my entire career. Like...
Yeah. But it's all good because they re-signed Heppel, so it's all sorted.
That is... I don't understand. I get loyalty to a degree, but like at the same point, if Dyson Heppel isn't in your future plans, which he isn't, he just isn't. He's taking...
Yeah.
Unless they're looking at their list and they're going, well, there just isn't a player there that's better than Dyson Heppel, which is fine.
Unless they're just...
That's then a problem with their list.
Yeah, it must just be some sort of like real good leadership that he can bring to the young kids, but
Yeah, but you can
He's-
you can put him on in a coaching capacity role, like.
Yeah.
Or if you're really wanting him, you do. You tell him go play in the VFL with our kids, and like,
I
yeah,
know. It's
I don't know.
interesting stuff down there.
Yeah,
But it's
it
enough
is.
Essendon
It
bashing,
is.
I think, before Reece turns us off and
I was gonna
banned us
say,
forever.
Reece is gonna message me now and go, yeah, I'm sorry, I am sorry, but
So, Reece, we'll get you on here for a year in
yes,
review
yeah,
of Essendon.
I'll just sit here and cop it. Just give me
We'll call
everything,
you.
both barrels. But no,
I
the
think that's
next
enough
game, we'll
Essendon.
move on. The next game was St Kilda versus Geelong. Now, I made the call last week. I thought that the Saints would get it done
Yep.
at Marvel Stadium because they are at Marvel Stadium. They are a pretty good side. They're pretty hard to beat. So they set up well. Set up well there again. Max King looked dominant again, which is really, really good to see, especially when he's
He was good in front of 40,000 down at Marvel. Yeah.
That's not bad. That's not bad for St Kilda Geelong.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So Maxi King playing with one arm, basically. So
Yeah.
that was 3 goals, 3. Jack Higgins kicked a couple. So did Dan Butler and Cooper Sharman. And there was no real big exciting lights for Geelong at all.
Yeah, because they're all in hospital, really.
Yeah, just about. Like
Injuries everywhere. First time they're missing finals in a long time.
Yes, yeah. But
yeah,
they just are. They're a step slow. They're old and they're a step slow. And the way the game is played these days, you've got to be quick. You've got to be quick and counter-attacking. The slow ball movement doesn't get it done.
Well, that's where you see Jackie Sinclair. He had 38 touches and just tore them apart.
Yeah, exactly right. That's exactly
quick
right.
And everywhere.
That's exactly right. Brad Hill as well. It's good to see him getting a bit of the footy off the wing there. He's elite running. And then, they're bulls. They're bulls inside. Steele and Crouch just doing what Steele and Crouch do, having 28, 27 and 29 and doing it pretty easy.
Just doing the damn thing.
Geelong's, as we said, that's Geelong's season done. Done and Gornski's and
probably which is good for all the teams in the 8 because they're a scary team in finals.
Yeah.
Experience,
aren't they? Yeah. That's exactly right.
It's the same with Richmond. Like, you don't want to play them finals. No matter how their season's gone, if you come up against them in a final, you just,
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be a bit worried. But it will be strange not seeing them there in September. And I believe Isaac Smith, is he called time?
Yeah, that's it. That's it for Isaac. Yeah. No, I was shattered. I was shattered, but I got over it. Happy for him. He got another premiership, but geez, he could have went anywhere else, couldn't he? But no, he had a ripper career. He absolute star, absolute stud of a footballer. I rate him very, very, very highly. So that ripper career. I think how many premierships? Is it 4 premierships he ended up with? I think so.
Yeah, 4.
So.
Yep.
4 premierships and 4 premierships and a 3-peat. So
yeah, not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah, go wrong.
Take that.
And a Norm Smith. And a Norm Smith. A Norm Smith as well.
Passable.
So,
not bad at all.
Very passable. Very passable.
But that's the same as Cats. Not too much else to sort of talk about on that one.
All right. We had to take a bit of a break there just because of the next game we're about to talk about. Lot to unpack here. So we had Adelaide and Sydney with a bit of a controversial ending. So,
just to say the least.
Yes. Yes. Basically, a goal went unrewarded towards the end of the game, which resulted in Adelaide's season being over. That a very, very, very harsh way for a season to be ended. Absolutely. So, any disagreement whether it was a goal or not, or we're pretty much all on the same page
no
here?
disagreement. No disagreement on whether it was a goal or not. Only disagreement is like you have all this technology here and you still get it wrong. It just doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense at all. You can give the crappy excuse of, oh, there wasn't enough time, blah, blah, blah. That took 2 looks at it and it was, oh, we've made a mistake there. The ball would have went 2 kicks down the field. You blow the whistle. Righto.
Yep.
Let's take a second. We're just going to review this quickly. And you're stopping the play because you know it's going to be reversed. You don't, if they're 50-50s, you leave them. But when there's a blatant, obvious mistake, and you know that stopping the play is going to only end up with the ball being balled up in the middle because it's a goal, you blow the game and you go, right, we've made a bad call.
Well, it's exactly what the soccer does with VAR.
Yeah.
It'll go up to the booth. The ref will continue play, and then it might be a minute later they go, or maybe not a minute, but 20 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
And they go, hold on, stop the play, come check this out.
Yep, exactly.
Because especially when it's that close of a game,
well, it
seems seasons on the line.
We keep saying about, oh, we don't want these things to ruin a season and to do this and to do that. We've had 2 in 2 weeks. There's been 2 in 2 weeks. Like, one was the technology failing us.
Yep.
Because people don't want to make a tough decision. And this week, it's just stupidity. It's just silly. I don't understand. Everyone looking at it went, oh, that's a goal. Like,
straight away.
Oh, no, that's a goal.
Well, they review every goal while it's going back to the middle, don't they?
Yeah. So if that had to say it probably would have got reviewed. If it had been given a goal, it would have been, he would have got, I guarantee you, he wouldn't have just ticked it off as a goal. He would have went, I think it's a goal, but check to see if it hits the post. But he was, I understand, I'm not necessarily having a go at the goal umpire because I've seen the footage and you can see that Callum Mills slaps the post almost the exact frame the ball goes past the post. So he heard the noise. I understand he heard a noise. But the noise he would have heard would have been so loud that the ball would have had to have deviated quite a long way for that noise to be
to match up.
But
I certainly feel sorry for every Adelaide fan out there.
Oh, massively. Like,
especially with the last quarter.
You got West Coast this week. Like, like
they kicked 4 goals, 8 to 1 point in the last quarter. So and just to ruin it with just one shit call. Even like Gillon McLachlan coming out and saying, "Oh, if it was reviewed, it would have been different." But
it doesn't make it any better, does it? Like,
it wasn't.
I don't even understand why you come out and publicly say that. Like, just you don't even have to. You just say, "Yep, we made a mistake." I just don't. It's all well and good. If we had have reviewed it, we would have given it a go. Then review it.
Then it's just the old classic. If I had wheels, I'd be a bike.
Exactly. Exactly right.
Because Adelaide wins that, they hit 9, like equal 9.
Without having a real go at West Coast, they're not the greatest team in the world, and Adelaide are pretty handy. And if they needed a bit of a percentage boost, this was the game they wanted to get a percentage boost and going into the last round.
Yep.
Like, it's rubbish on so many levels, and it shouldn't take this happening to a team for them to suddenly go, oh, maybe there's a better way of doing this.
I'm hoping that in the off season there's some sort of overhaul of it.
You hope there is something, because if they ignore this and continue to just be like, oh, well, it just is what it is. What is the point of having it there if it isn't there to overrule bad decisions? Now, I don't like the way the NRL do it. They go too far the other way. They wait
Yeah.
2 sets and the ball's moved 80 meters up and 80 meters back. And then they go, oh, actually, there was a penalty here, blah, 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 13 tackles ago. Let's sin bin this bloke and we'll give them the ball. Like, that's, different.
Yeah, certainly a fine line of how long you let it go, but they got to do something.
I think it's just common sense.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Like, just a little
Surely they can get some better cameras as well. So I don't know about you boys. Every time I've seen a score review, it is the grainiest.
It looks like it's filmed on.
glitchiest.
It looks like it's filmed on your phone.
Yep.
Okay. Should have seen that coming. Yeah, I'll cop that one.
What is it? You still rocking the Nokia 3310? Yeah.
I wouldn't mind rocking that again. Wouldn't mind rocking that again.
The big brick.
But yeah, no, surely there's a better camera out there that a place like the AFL could get their hands on.
Yeah.
Because
like you would have seen the cameras they used in the World Cup. Obviously, FIFA's different kettle of fish. Like the money they've got's nuts. But they can zoom in on like the armpit hair of a player and say they're offside. Whereas AFL's like, oh, is that the ball or is that someone's head?
Yeah. This is the other thing, like, honestly, how expensive are those cameras?
Mm.
And you've got, 7 stadiums you play footy in?
Yep.
Like, money is not, it's just, I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't
even know who played well. I don't even know who played well. Well, Isaac Handy kicked 3. Taylor Walker kicked 2. Rory Laird had 31 touches and Errol Golden 30 touches.
That Golden's an Eagle player, Eagle footballer.
Have they got him on a big contract down there?
I couldn't tell you. No.
They'd want to.
Yeah, I was going to say, Leonard a lot. I think he's Sydney Academy, though. So I think he probably
there to stay.
Isn't looking to go anywhere, I don't think.
It'd be good if they can keep him.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, obviously very sad to see a team season. Something like that.
Yeah, we need to move on because my blood pressure's going up. So,
well, tell you what, if you were a Bulldogs fan, your blood pressure would be through the roof right now because this was abysmal.
This makes me laugh.
Yeah,
better about the world.
This is massive for their season as well.
Oh,
are they at risk of not making finals now?
Massive. They're more likely not to make. They're more likely not to make finals.
They're sitting 9th.
So right, okay.
They are 4 points behind the Giants.
It's between them and the Giants have got the Blues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Dogs have got the Cats at GMHBA. But
not as scary at the moment, but
it's and on top of that, I'm pretty sure that Jeremy Cameron's not playing, Tom Hawkins isn't playing. They've sent everyone in for like early surgeries.
Yeah.
So
it's all up to the Giants, really.
Yeah, the Giants need to get it done at Marvel. But again, like that's a massive game for Carlton as well because they want to keep 5th. So they're going to come out all guns blazing to try and get the home final as well. So against either who, as a Blue fan, who would you rather, the Dogs or the Giants?
Dogs.
I'd rather the Dogs. Yeah,
the Dogs every day. Yeah.
They're sort of we're
even
one of their
Marvel?
bogey sides. Yeah, we're one of their bogey sides. Last little while. Even like a couple of years ago when we were struggling, we were still doing them in. So.
It's incredibly hard to get. Oh, sorry. Just going to say, incredibly hard to get a read on the Dogs at the moment.
Absolutely.
Sometimes they're fantastic, and sometimes they lose to West Coast. So
well, sometimes they look unstoppable, and you're like, okay, is this who's going to challenge Collingwood? And then, like you said, they dish this out against West Coast. It's almost like they decided, we've already won this game. Don't need to turn up.
You go.
No, I think we're thinking along the same line. Is this a coaching issue?
We certainly are. So I've been listening to you take everything that blokes like Kane Collins and stuff would say with a grain of salt from time to time. But
yes,
it is proven that against at least the last few weeks against GWS and even on the weekend, he's just been genuinely outcoached.
Mm.
And he hasn't adjusted. He hasn't adjusted to the game situation. He hasn't made any significant moves. He hasn't. Now, I understand that it's not always all on the coach, but at the same point, like, you're seeing things that the players aren't seeing.
Mm.
And like, you've got the cattle. You've
absolutely you do.
got the cattle. You've got key defenders. You've got the key forwards. You've got one of the best ruckmen in the comp. You've got
young emerging
A-list midfield that's just ridiculous, and you were getting beaten around the ball. Like, I understand.
Yep.
It shows how important that Tom Liberatore is. First hands footballer and a hunter of the footy. But like, I just don't. Some of the things I heard Luke Beveridge saying before the game in some of the pre-game interviews about the boys were a bit on edge. They're a bit toey. And it's like, that's your job to settle all that. Like, it's your job to hone them in, focus them in. They shouldn't be.
Yeah, it's like, all right, boys, we know our systems. Let's just go there and just do it.
We're playing for finals. How can we be like, what do you...
Yep.
No,
I'd hate to see how many multis were ruined by that one.
I mean, honestly, if you deserve it. Like, that would have been such short odds. So don't be silly.
only 23,000 there at Marvel as well.
Oh, lucky.
Right.
Lucky.
But we'll go through the highest goals kickers. Jamie Cripps kicked 5. Now,
Jamie Cripps.
Jamie Cripps is kicking 5 is beyond me, but Rory Lobb kicked 3. That's the highest.
He's very quiet for them, hasn't he?
Yeah. Think he needs to redo the bleach in the hair.
Yeah, he'd do something.
Adam Treloar and the Bont both had 32. Brownlow favourite, the Bont.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Every game they do win, he has 30 and kicks 2.
Yeah. And Tim Kelly for West Coast, who's had a bit of a rough start to West Coast life, but 32 touches he gets, so good to see him.
He's got no help there at the minute, though, does he?
Yeah.
Like, he's
poor bloke just getting bashed, saying like, "Oh, what a waste of money." It's like, "Oh, can't do it himself, can he?"
Yeah. Or think about what it'd be without him.
Absolutely.
Jeez, like, I'm just looking here. Like, let's bash a bloke who's averaging 28 touches a game, 13 contested, 6 clearances, nearly 400 meters gained a game, and we're turning around and saying that, oh yeah, he's not worth the money because they're not winning. Like, that's so easy to say. Like,
absolutely.
Imagine him not there. Like,
scary stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's enough of that one. We'll move on to your boys, Nicholas.
Put up a good fight. Good to see again. We gave him a scare. I really did think we gave him a good scare, especially. So we kicked the first to the last, I think it was, and brought that to single figures. And I reckon there was the few boys going, "Oh, we can't drop this game." But
absolutely, for those who don't know who Nicholas' team is, it's Hawthorn.
Yeah, I'm a Hawthorn man, through and through. Wear it on. Not on my sleeve.
50,000 at the G for that game.
That's not bad for we're sitting 16.
Sunday Arvo, I believe it was.
And a Sunday Arvo game, yeah, exactly. But I think in the end a bit of class, sort of cream roast at the top, and they
good signs.
Needed to do.
Good signs.
Massive signs. Again, that was without our star, John Newcomb, as well, who pulled up a little bit sore from leather poisoning the week before. So
But like I can't remember who I was talking to, but I was saying if you can stay within like 25 to 20 points of like the top teams, it's almost a win.
Yeah. Oh, with what we're trying to do.
Yeah, if you're not getting blown out of the water, you're happy.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That is exactly right. And how good is Finn McGuinness? How good is Finn?
He's just re-signed him as well, I believe.
Star. He is a star. He's an unconventional star, but he's a star. Clayton Oliver had 10 touches to 3/4 time.
Simon Goodwin. Simon Goodwin doesn't seem to rate him.
Yeah. Well, good on him.
If you heard what he had to say about
yes, I did hear what he had to say. That's all. That's all well and good. That's all well and good. He's just salty that he's just playing on the ground, didn't get the ball. Like, and I get it. Like, it wasn't wrong. Finn McGuinness isn't. Sam Mitchell come out in the press conference that we don't judge Finn McGuinness's game on the amount of football that he gets. Like, that's just not. It's not what we do. It's he has a role. He plays his role. Like, I don't. I get why people don't like Tigers. I understand it, but especially you have to. If you're a bottom 8 side, or bottom what is it now? Bottom 10 side, you have to have a Tiger. You have to try and nullify the top 8 teams' best midfielder. You're nuts because you're down there for a reason. You
see perfectly with Hawthorn, Collingwood.
Yeah.
Stopped Dacos and shit.
Exactly right. We did the same with Lachie Neale when we beat Brisbane. Did exactly the same thing. You just wear them like a glove. And then they're more worried about you than they are the footy.
Bring back the Tagger. Bring back Crowley.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah, if you're going to go around and start pinching and gut punching, and you deserve to get smacked in the mouth. But
he used to look good doing it though with his little sweatband.
Oh, didn't he ever? Didn't he ever? But few stats. Warps was big again. He had 30. He's just shone now that we let go of Tommy Mitchell last year, and he's a contestant bull. Carl Amon, 27. Connor Nash, who's been awesome this year, come out of nowhere, like had played his first 40 games or 30 games in the forward line and averaged 5 touches a game, and Sam Mitchell looked at him and went, I can make you a big-bodied midfielder. And has come leaps and bounds. Trent Rivers was probably close to best on ground for Melbourne, I would have thought. Him and probably Jake Melksham. Because there's the other thing too. If he had really hit the scoreboard hard, it probably wouldn't have been much of a game.
Yeah.
So, but he kicked 3 goals 4. Jacob Van Rooyen's going to be a star. He kicked 3.
Oh yeah. Yep.
He's going to be a star. It's desperately what they need in it. Like just that. And then once Bailey Fritsch comes back, like he plays as a second tall now. He's not the. You can get him on a second or third string tall. Bailey Fritsch. He's.
Where's Fritsch at? Is he getting a haircut?
Broke a foot. I mean, I like the joke, but broke a foot, I think.
he's always got a lovely noggin of hair.
Doesn't he? And he loves the goal. He loves the goal.
That on the big screen, he just slicks a bit of hair back again.
I tell you what, he got blinkers. He got blinkers, old Bailey Fritsch. He does. He tunnel vision.
Yep, absolutely.
He gets the ball inside 50. Just don't even bother. Don't even bother.
And then it's always the little raise of the hand. Oh, sorry, mate.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But when you're that good, I guess you can.
Yeah, well, that's
it. Just quickly, boys.
Yep.
Any tips on where Brady Grundy ends up next year?
Sydney.
I'm thinking Sydney.
Probably
Tom
Sydney.
Hickey. Tom Hickey just retired.
Yeah.
Making a bit of room.
Possibly. Because there's your number one ruck. He's going to go as a number one ruck. He can't go as a second ruck. Because he can't play forward. He doesn't have forward.
Oh, he's already said that. There will be no forward.
Yeah. I'm a full game, 120-minute ruckman. So leaves you with who's it leave you with? It doesn't leave you with anyone in Victoria. There's no one in Victoria.
Yeah, I think there was talk maybe of Adelaide.
Yes.
Getting rid of
Port Adelaide as well.
Port Adelaide. I heard Port Adelaide.
Yeah.
I did hear Geelong as well. But I don't know if they'd have. I don't know what their draft hand looks like, whether they'd have enough to trade for him.
Melbourne will offload. Melbourne will offload. Yeah. I don't think
It will certainly be interesting to
Melbourne
see
won't be looking for too much. Because he's going to be a really, really expensive twos footballer next year.
Yep.
It is so abundantly clear that you can't play Max Gawn and Brodie Grundy in the same side. So they have to get rid of him at the end of the year for anything. They just need to take whatever they can get. They're going to get lowballed because in the end, they want to get rid of him. They're going to have to pay a massive amount of his salary as well. So he's going to be cheap to whoever else is trying to get him. And I think it's, I mean, Geelong seem to have this endless pit of money as well somehow.
Yep.
Team seem to keep being able to get everybody. But Geelong.
And a fountain of youth down there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a bit like the water, mate. It's the water.
Yeah, it's something in the water. I'm trusting
it. But it's I think he goes to Sydney personally, I think is where I'm thinking. Or again, he is South Australian, so he may go to Port Adelaide because I think they're sort of struggling for a ruckman. I think Scott Lycett's their main ruckman and he's a good average footballer. Yeah. So I think that's
interesting to see.
Might be the play. But that
very
one's
good.
Last game, Fremantle, Port. Pretty uneventful.
I saw too much of it.
I didn't see too much of it either. I think it was pretty uneventful. Port got it done by 16 points. Did what they had to do, I guess. Go over to Perth, get the win, go home.
I'll be able to give you a crowd report. That's about it.
Yep, far away.
38,000 at Optus Stadium.
That's not that much.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think so.
They hold 80 there, I think.
Yeah.
So, Andy Brayshaw doing Andy Brayshaw things, 32. Liam Henry, hasn't he been a player the last few weeks? Like he's
absolutely
finding the footy. He had 31. Zachy Butters, 31 and a goal. I'm thinking that could nearly be a 3-vote game again, which will make the Brownlow very, very interesting. Lockie Schilt.
60,000 at Optus.
Oh, 60,000, is it? Oh, so it's not too bad then.
Okay.
Lockie Schilt's 27. Ollie Wines starting to find some form again. He had 25. But a couple of goals to Finlayson, Frederick, and Darcy Byrne-Jones. So and Sammy Powell-Pepper.
Oh, he's a bad man as well.
He kicked a couple. So
you wouldn't want to mess with him.
No, you wouldn't want to cop a receiving tackle or something like that. Oh,
no, definitely not.
All right, that's that round done. Let's go through some tips for this round. We've got Essendon and Collingwood, boys.
Collingwood, comfortably. Even with all their injuries.
Yeah, we'll go Collingwood.
Quick note on Collingwood: Nick Dacos coming back sooner than expected. He's off his crutches and already started his rehab. So
that's scary for the rest of the AFL.
Their opinion is he will be back before. So the talk was prelim. And they reckon he'll be back earlier. So
scary stuff.
Huge boost.
Yeah, that's massive. That's massive. Hawthorn Fremantle.
Done the Hawks.
Where's it at?
At the G.
G. Yeah, okay. Yeah, have to go Hawthorn.
I'm going to back the young boys in.
We're going to finish off strong. Big tick on the year. Can't wait for next year. North Suns down in Tassie.
Suns.
North.
Nah, see, North are not going to play a single player on their AFL list because they want Harley Reid, and they've now somehow found their way into 18th, and they're not giving up that number 1 pick. So
watch them fuck it up. Watch them fuck it up and
accidentally end up winning the game. Next thing you know, they're up by 10 points, and there's just no one. There's no one defending their forward. Like the backs are just like don't even contest the ruck. Mind you, so I think the Suns will get that one done. Lions Saints up at the Gabba.
Lions, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. I think so too. I think that'll be pretty easy. Cats Dogs at GMHBA. I'm going to go the Dogs.
It has to be the Dogs.
Yeah,
it has to be.
The Cats have got to go out. I think.
I'm going to go the Cats.
You're going to lock them in at home.
I'm going to go the Cats just because of their record there.
Well,
I know they're missing a lot of personnel,
you
but
get $2.20 for that, mate. That's good odds. You won't ever see Geelong at $2.20 at home.
No.
We've got West Coast and Adelaide.
I
Unfortunately,
got Adelaide.
yeah.
I think there might
Yeah.
maybe some revenge on the AFL
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
absolutely
Maybe they just
smash
don't rock up. They don't even go to the game.
it. True.
Stuff is, we'll send our twos. Port Adelaide, Richmond at Adelaide Oval. I think Port get that one done pretty easy.
Drew,
I
if
have
you'd
to
like
go
to
Richmond.
take a guess
I
of
have
what they're paying.
Richmond or Port?
Yeah, Richmond.
He's looking at it.
I'm looking straight at it, but I'll take a guess. I'll take a guess.
I'll take a
I think
guess.
it's $6.05.
Jeez, you're accurate.
Yeah, $6 they're paying, mate. So
He's sticking
Oh.
loyal. Sticking loyal to the team.
I have to stick loyal.
I'll tell you what.
Nothing else to
don't-
lose.
If you don't, I'm out in you next week. Sydney, Melbourne at the SCG. Sorry.
Ooh.
Sydney, I think. I think they're coming into some form.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go Sydney.
I'm going Melbourne.
Yep, Sydney, Melbourne. Last game, Carlton GWS at Marvel. I think the Baggers get that one done.
They would want to.
I actually went with GWS.
Ooh. I mean,
If
it's not a bad call.
if the Giants win, then it's a rematch first week of finals, I believe.
Ooh.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
I believe if nothing really goes different between.
And if you lose that again, Vossi gets sacked because it's the.
Oh,
Blues.
that's a big call.
Yeah.
Well, didn't that happen? Wasn't the last time you played in the final and lost? It was Brett Ratton, and then you sacked him.
Yeah, 2013 is the last time we played finals.
And it was Brett Ratton, and they sacked him. Mind
And
you,
then I
Vossi
think we
was
might have.
Malthouse.
Yeah, I think we might have brought in Malthouse, who was just a little rat that was coming to destroy us.
Bring your Daisy Thomas as well.
Good stuff.
But that's footy, boys. That's footy.
That is. All right, we'll skip through the rugby pretty quickly. There's not too much going on really. The Sharkies played the Cowboys. Did them in pretty easy, 32-12. Good to see them finding some form going into finals.
Absolutely.
Everyone's second favorite team, the Warriors, got it done over the Sea Eagles. Big Reuben Garrick has got away with a broken back.
Yeah.
Which is
nuts.
Interesting. Which was
Over
very
a
interesting tackle.
Over a technicality. Because he didn't land on his head.
Yeah, he jumped and had
He
his
didn't
legs
break his
taken
neck.
out,
He only broke his back. We're not giving a penalty. If he had broke his neck, we
Yes.
might have gave him a penalty, but he only broke his back. So play on. That rule.
Yeah,
That's
very
dangerous.
interesting stuff. Yeah. The Roosters have kept their finals hopes alive, beating the Eels 34-12. I don't know what's happened to the Eels.
No Mitch Moses.
Yeah, and there no finals for them. So as the Hello Sport boys will be happy about that. The Sun will be safe for another year.
Sun's safe. That's it. Exactly right.
Yeah, Drew has no idea what we're talking about, but it's good.
Yeah. Go the Storm.
The West Tigers scraped home over the Dolphins with a bit of help from Appy Coruscant.
Wicked kick off the touchline.
Bit of an unreal pickup for
Oh,
them.
Sorry, not touchline.
Panthers have just picked apart the Titans. Titans are just
That's pretty easy.
they're nowhere in between. The Storm brushed off the Dragons. It wasn't very convincing, but still 38-28. Good to see Warbrick scoring through few tries early. He ended up with a hat trick.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, no. Rough.
So he's been pretty exciting to watch.
But job done.
Yeah, and I believe Pappenhausen is named 19th man this week.
He is. Yes.
So hopefully he gets a bit of a run. Well, actually, no, not really. Hopefully, because that means someone's injured. But
yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. But it might all be a setup. We don't know. Maybe they just didn't want to name these. Someone's. Yeah.
Personally, I would have rather him have another week in the twos and play 80 minutes rather than
Yeah, well, I know I've spoken to you about just not playing him at all this year. I mean, I'm a loyal Storm fan. I love the club. I'm being pretty honest with. I don't think we're going to win it. I don't think we have the form to win it this year. I think it's a 2-horse race, so why risk him? We've got this far with the team we've got. Just let him run around in the twos, get some match fit, get a preseason into him. Round 1 next year, bang.
Yep.
Because then you can develop a role for Meany as well.
Yeah.
So.
But I guess, what do we know?
Yeah. No, exactly right. Exactly right. He'll probably play on the wing.
Yeah, probably. Probably kill it too.
Yeah, probably.
Hopefully gives us a nice little shush to the crowd.
Yeah, that's it. And we'll come back here and say how smart Bellamy was and that we were wrong.
Yep. Next game was the Knights doing the Bunnies in 29-10. Now, there's a lot going on at the Rabbitohs. From Latrell Mitchell getting on stage with Luke Combs and drinking beers and fighting with his teammates. But I don't think we're really in a position to comment on that. So
no, probably not. Not without getting in trouble.
we will let them implode on themselves.
Yeah. Happy to.
And the last game of the round was the Raiders beating the Bulldogs 36-24. Very irrelevant game for a Sunday. In Canberra as well. So what an awesome Sunday that would have been for some people.
Yeah, sunny Canberra. Yeah, exactly.
But I think that's it for the rugby. Storm, we've got Titans next week, so that's all we really need to worry about.
That's exactly right. Get that one done. We should.
Hopefully get down there.
Yeah, exact. Fingers crossed. Yeah, exactly. All right, lads. So as we know, we have a weekly quiz. Last week was slightly one-sided.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Slightly one-sided with the final score. But this week it will be Cobbsy versus Drewy. So he gets a chance to redeem himself, Drewy. He's been studying up hard all week on all things.
Got a Leighton Hewitt hat on. He's ready to go.
That's it.
I am raring to go. Let's go.
All right. So
there's been rumours that Drew's been practicing trivia all weekend.
I've been getting all these notifications on my phone. Like he keeps asking me to join these.
Keeps saying Drew wants to play trivia crack.
Great game. Very good game. I played a lot of trivia crack. That was good fun.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
Yeah, I reckon. All right, boys. The topic is the Aussie Olympic Summer Games.
And I'm out.
It's all things Olympic Games in the Aussies. So
Dave Hooker.
This could get there. I made the first few fairly easy. Right. Question number 1 is check our buzzers. Our buzzer's good. You got a buzzer there, Drew?
As if it's not come on with the
yeah, it's backwards. You gotta give us something more.
That's a better buzzer.
And yours all good there, Cobber?
Yes, sir.
Roger. All right. Question 1. How many Olympic Games have been held in Australia?
Yes, sir.
Cobber?
I'm going to go with 2.
Correct. It's 1-0. He's off to a flyer. He's off to a flyer.
I believe Sydney was 2000.
Yep.
And Melbourne was like 1954.
How good is he?
Is that right?
I think it was 1954 or 1956.
Oh, can we get a little check on that?
I will.
Sure, that's a bit of bonus points there if it's true.
There are no bonus points in this.
No, he was wrong. He was wrong, and I was correct. It was 1956. I thought it was 1956.
Tell you what, that was a good guess there.
It was. It was a very good guess.
1-0, sir.
All right. Get a hand close to the buzzer here, Drew. This one could go quick. Kathy Freeman in 2000 won the gold medal in which event?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm going to give it to Drew. I'm going to give it to Drew. It might be. We got VAR. We'll go back. Check the tapes if you like.
That would be the 400 meters.
That is correct, Drew. Well done. Very good.
In a
It's
super
I
suit.
really had to think about that. I was thinking 100, 400, 400.
I was honestly tossing up between 200 and 400.
Oh dear. If you toss it up over Kathy Freeman, you boys, when I turn this page, you boys are in trouble.
Uh-oh.
All right. Question 3. Dawn Fraser won 3 consecutive golds in which event?
Is there
Yep.
swimming?
Yeah, I need you to be a little bit more specific. What was the event in swimming?
Let's go with 100-meter freestyle.
Oh, he's too good. He's pulled that out his ass. He had no
Well,
idea.
I was just thinking of like, no one gets famous for doing breaststroke, do they?
No, that is true. That is true. All right. So it's 2-1. Question 4. In the 1964 Tokyo Games, Australia won gold in which team event? Basketball, men's 4x100, sailing, or soccer?
Drew.
The facial expression got me. Right, Drew.
Let's look in C.
Sailing?
Let's look in B.
Can you remember what B is?
I'm looking for the running one.
You
I can't remember which one.
Okay, so you're locking in the 4x100.
Yes.
That is incorrect.
Is there?
Come on.
Let's go with sailing.
Yep, it was C. Oh, no, Drew.
Yes. This is so good.
I wasn't trying to trick you. I just wanted you to realize you picked sailing. That's why, because you said C. I didn't give A, B, C, D.
No, I was looking at... Anyway, next.
I'm going to compose myself. 3-1. 3-1. Here we go. I think you might be in trouble with this one, Drew. Steve Hooker won gold at the which Olympic Games and in what event?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Well, it was pole vaulting.
It was.
And I want to say it was the Rio Games.
Ooh. So I'm going to
One
give you
before
half
the
a
Rio
point,
Games.
and I'm going to give Drew a second go. So you got pole vault right, but it was not the Rio Games.
Oh, okay.
Couldn't think of what's before the Rio Games.
Beijing.
Is that your
No.
final answer, Drew?
It was Yep, Beijing.
Yes, you are correct, mate. I
Oh,
was worried he
yeah.
was going to do it again. All right, so I'm giving half a point each there. So it's now... Oh, no, I've confused myself.
3.5 to
3.5 versus 1.5. Here we go. Now, these questions starting to get a little bit tougher.
Oh, Jesus.
In total, how many gold medals has Australia won? Nearest wins. One guess each.
Why would you ask this? 350.
Righto. So we've locked in one answer at 350.
349.
That's a terrible.
Come on.
Well, off technicality, Cobbsy wins. It was 170.
Oh.
I was going to say, we're nowhere near that good.
Oh, okay. So 4.5 play 1.5. You really need this next one, Drew. I'm not sure anyone's going to get it, though. So which stadium in Australia was built specifically for the Olympic Games?
Can we get a city?
Yes, you can. I will allow a city. It was the 2000 Olympics at Sydney.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Sydney Olympic Park.
Is that a thing? It's not what I've got here. So I'm going to say no.
Oh,
Now,
dear.
you may be right, but it's not what I've got here. And there may have been multiple. I'm not 100%.
I'm doing a quick little Google here.
Any ideas, Drew? Do you know any stadiums in Sydney? Don't say the SCG.
No,
that's
I wasn't going to say the SCG. I am aware of that. Is Sydney in it all? Is Sydney in the title?
No.
Oh, then I got nothing.
So it's been named 3 things that I found. So it was initially named Stadium Australia, also formerly known as ANZ Stadium, and is now known as Accor Stadium.
All right.
Yes, I see. I did do a quick little Google on Sydney Olympic Stadium. It didn't really say much about the Olympics, so
we're going to call it safe then.
Yeah. I'll
Right. So no points awarded. All right. What did Australia rank in the medal tally of the Tokyo Olympics?
Yes, sir.
Cover.
11th.
All right, I'm gonna call it again as nearest wins. So that was incorrect though. It was
12.
Exact. Sorry.
12.
Cobbsy won with 11. We finished 6th.
What?
Let's go.
I thought we were okay.
Let's go.
God. Painful. All
Had
right.
a 50-50 chance.
All righty. I don't think Drew can win from here, but we're going to continue on with the quiz because I quite enjoy the next couple of questions. Which Aussie has won the most Olympic medals and how many?
Yes, sir.
What?
It's the swimming lady.
It is a swimming lady.
What's her name? Is it Ariana Titmus?
No, it is not Ariana Titmus.
Can I still guess how many?
You can.
I'm going to say 7.
Okay. Drewy?
8, and her first name's Emily.
So, Drew, you are closer with the medal tally. But I'm going to push you again. You both get another guess. So
yes, sir.
Next, it is not Emily.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Is it Emma?
It is.
McKeon?
Yeah, close enough. Emma McKinnon. And she won 11 medals.
Oh, 11.
Knew it started with E.
So, yeah, 2 half points again. So I think it's 6-2 now. I think, yeah, 6-2.
Beautiful.
All right, last question. Which Olympic event, this has got nothing to do with the Australian Olympics. I just like this one. So this is just a little end. Which Olympic event was not in the Olympics? Tug of war, poodle clipping, solo synchronized swimming, or unicycling? Which one is not? Which one is not a Olympic event?
Yes, sir.
Go up.
I would really hope poodle clipping is not one of them.
Poodle clipping is and has been an Olympic event.
Oh dear.
Drewy?
I'm gonna go solo synchronized swimming just because it seems the odd one out. It seems like it would be one that would be there.
Solo synchronized swimming was an Olympic event?
All right, yes, sir.
Comma.
Unicycling.
Unicycling was not a Olympic event. And that is the correct.
I actually knew tug of war was one.
Yes. Yep.
But the rest of them.
I'm slightly confused how you do solo synchronized swimming. Is it just swimming?
That's like every kid on holiday in like a caravan park just splashing around in the pool.
But what are they synchronizing to? Like it's just...
Oh jeez, I don't know.
I'm more
it
concerned
sounded
about
more like a
yes, the poodle.
Does that mean like do they have to like grow the hair of the poodles out like before competition?
And I think it's then
like...
my assumption would be some kind of design, and then it would be from there. It would be the style, and then the barbersmanship of
would there be a speed element to it as well,
or like you've given it a fade, or like I don't know.
Would it be the same as like show dogs?
I would say so, yeah, but it's like then and there, and you're like doing it in front of people, and you have like a time limit. Would be my guess.
Right. Well, I'm glad that's not there anymore.
Yeah,
that'd be as boring as the marathon to watch.
Yeah, they need to bring back tug of war. That'd be sick.
Absolutely.
Just get a whole bunch of big dudes.
I don't think anyone's beaten Russia or Samoa though.
Oh yeah, it's a Samoa v Tonga or something like that. Like it's not.
I think the Russians.
Are they allowing the Russians back? Are they allowing the Russians?
I think they're allowed back, but it's not as Russia.
Okay, right. I
think it's like the Republic of Olympics or one of them.
Oh, yeah, right. Good luck.
But that's another L for Drewy, so beautiful.
Doubled my score. We're taking the positives.
You got 2 this week, so the good thing is you'll be the host next week. So
you'll be the host, mate. It's all.
Nobody's getting any points. I look forward to it.
He's not warming us in at all. He's just watch it be like Richmond trivia or something.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Something ridiculous.
Banned from doing Richmond or tennis.
Oh, I'll go tennis. I know a bit about tennis.
Leighton Hewitt.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Johnny McEnroe.
What is it? Bjorn Borg? Bjorn Borg. Or some shit, isn't it?
Bjorn Borg. Yeah, that's it.
Big ginger.
Before this just spirals into something it shouldn't be. I think that'll do us for this week, boys.
Thanks again for listening. If you've got this far, we really appreciate it. And yeah, we'll have another one out this time next week.
Do go and look at all our other socials.
Yes, please.
Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. It's all 3 Average Golfers. You'll be able to find us on there.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind.
If you're listening to this on YouTube, give us a like, a comment, subscribe. And if you're on Spotify, please rate us 5 stars and give us a follow.
Yes, please. It's we're fairly new to this, and we may ramble on a bit, but we're enjoying it. It's good fun, and we'd love feedback.
If there is anything you want us to talk about, let us know. Yeah. We'll be more than happy to chat about some more rubbish.
Exactly. Good at it.
Yes. All right.
Thanks,
boys.
Adios.
Bye.
Bye.